Kumar has confirmed a meeting with Prashant Kishor, his former colleague in the party, in fact, a vice president in the JDU. Before that, a political aide. The poll strategist has recently made a lot of strong comments on Nitish Kumar, both before he flipped from the BJP to the RJD and after. And in fact, Prashant Kishor had quit Nitish Kumar on the issue of Nitish's continuing alliance with the Bharatiya Janata Party. And now it seems some kind of coming together has happened at the behest of Pawan Verma, who's a JDU leader, a former diplomat, and a close friend of both Nitish Kumar and Prashant Kishor. Prashant Kishor, who said that he is moving around Bihar and looking for a possibility of launching his own party in a bid or to bid for 2025 elections in the state. As recently as 48 hours back had said that the alliance between Nitish Kumar and the RJD would not last long, wait for a year. And now it transpired that a meeting has taken place between the two of them, Nitish Kumar and Prashant Kishor. We'll try and connect with Prakash Singh on that. He's there in Patna, absolutely clued in to the developments on political front in the state. If we can connect with Prakash Singh, this is a very important development, big story coming out of Bihar, and has implications for the opposition alliance in 2024, given the fact that Prashant Kishor has relationships cutting across political divide insofar as the opposition space is concerned. He has worked for Mamata Banerjee in Bengal. He has worked for Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy in Telangana. I beg your pardon, Andhra Pradesh. He has worked for Uddhav Thackeray in Maharashtra. He has worked for Stalin in Tamil Nadu. He has worked for Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi and Punjab. He has worked for the Congress Party, obviously, in many states, including in Punjab, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan before that. And of course, he was part of Nitish Kumar's party. He was vice president in the party. So obviously, all those credentials there as a poll strategist. Of course, Prashant Kishor has moved on, put behind that avatar of his and become a politician himself. And in that role, meeting Nitish Kumar a few days back. Remember, as recently as last week, Prashant Kishor had taken swipe at Nitish Kumar and said that his alliance with RJD would not last long. And now, reports emerging that Nitish Kumar met Prashant Kishor. We'll try and connect with Prakash Singh if we can do that. And that would give some perspective on what's happening, what's cooking. Because if just last week Prashant Kishor was not happy with Nitish Kumar and continuing to take pot shots at the Bihar Chief Minister. All right, Prakash Singh joins us over the phone. Prakash, important development there. I think it's going to be significant for the opposition space if there is coming together again of Nitish Kumar and Prashant Kishor. But what really worked? Because I remember the interview that you did just a few days back. Prashant Kishor was still taking pot shots at Nitish Kumar and saying that his alliance with RJD would not last even for a year.
Well, it was at the behest of Pawan Verma. Pawan Verma and Prashant Kishor were thrown out of the JDU in January 2020. And after the war of words between Nitish Kumar and Prashant Kishor escalated, Pawan Verma was summoned to Patna. He was made a state guest. Yesterday, I interviewed Pawan Verma also. He did confirm that he had met Nitish Kumar, and he also confirmed that there's a possibility of joining back the JDU again. But what about Prashant Kishor? Because he has gone a little bit too far, because he has already launched his campaign called Jan Suraj in Bihar, and he's been traveling and starts his Padyatra on 2nd October. But when we broke this morning that Prashant Kishor had met Nitish Kumar at his residence yesterday for around 2 hours. And today, when we asked Nitish Kumar, I was standing out his residence, and Nitish Kumar confirmed that yes, we did meet, and I had called Pawan Verma. But when I asked him that would Prashant Kishor join you back again, then he said you should ask Prashant Kishor what he wants to do. Now, the onus is on Prashant Kishor, but yes, the meeting has been confirmed by Nitish Kumar that yes, the meeting was held at the behest of Pawan Verma. Pawan Verma flew in from Delhi to Patna. He was here for 2 nights, and he acted as a bridge, as well as he's been a diplomat and an ambassador, and he was an ambassador for the meeting between Prashant Kishor and Nitish Kumar. And we all have to see whether there is any truce going to happen between Prashant Kishor or Nitish Kumar. But I spoke to Prashant today as well. He's in West Champaran, formulating and charting out the tour programs for 2nd October, from where he starts his Padyatra. So this is a big breaking development that Nitish Kumar trying to galvanize the opposition, and he desperately wants Prashant Kishor on his fold. But on what terms and conditions, that only Prashant can say. Back to you.
All right, significant one there, Prakash. If Prashant Kishor is back with Nitish Kumar, it would definitely act as a force multiplier so far as opposition space is concerned. Perhaps that might be the intention in this coming together. But whether they can really bury the hatchet, interesting to watch out there. Thank you so much for joining us there from Patna.